Alright. Let's test the audio. My hair's looking crazy today. $6,800. Alright, now we're at 6,800. Did that affect anything? Did that matter? Let's fuck it. Let's make my hair fucking crazy. All right. Post my shit. All right. Let's see what is going to be our first job for today. Let's open up LinkedIn. Take a look. What do we got? Let's take a look at what we got. Jobs. Bring this down a little. Scientist 2, Antibody Technologies, Millennium Soft. I don't like Millennium Soft. Yeah, Millennium Soft. I don't think this is real. Oh, well, it's a staffing agency, right? Millennium Soft is a staffing agency. We are seeking a highly motivated and organized Scientist 2 to contribute to the research and development of monoclonal antibodies in our discovery team. This individual will be responsible for working in a dynamic team environment. Okay, let's see what do we got. Responsible for transfection and expression of antibodies in cell lines. Hybridomas. Oh, this is mammalian cell culture. Unfortunately, I don't have mammalian cell culture experience. Don't have flow cytometry experience, so this one I don't think is going to work out. Let's try molecular biology, senior research scientist. Okay. Design and execute complex molecular biology experiments. Oh, this is sounding more like something that I might want. Something like I might want. Develop and implement state-of-the-art molecular biology and functional genomics approaches. Maybe? Master's degree? Okay, PhD? That's me? 2 to 5 years of relevant postdoc experience? That's me? Okay. Extensive knowledge and hands-on experience in state-of-the-art molecular biology techniques, including cloning. That's me. PCR. That's me. Sequencing. That's me. Proficiency and hands-on experience in CRISPR. I do. It's been a long time since I've done any CRISPR work. But I do have experience. I do have experience in that. Let's apply Vertex. Well, luckily for Vertex, I already have a whole bunch of applications for Vertex. Okay. Apply molecular biology. Posted 30 days ago. Oh, yeah, let's check. Let's check the number of people who have applied to this one. 714. Do I even bother? 704. Whatever. Use my last application. No, not create account. I have an account. How did you hear about us? Well, why doesn't that save for my last application? Let's do networking. All right, everything is there. My phone number, everything is there. Let's use my mouse. Using the little red nubbies hurting my fingers. Alright, lecture. Postdoc day. It's got all of my experience. All of the right. Oh, wait, let's go back. Let's make sure the skills are what they need to be. Okay, what are my skills? Learning, a lot of learning stuff. Okay, LCMS, protein aggregation, protein analysis, a lot of protein stuff. DNA cloning, good. Is PCR on here? Alright, let's do PCR. Polymerase chain reaction. Let's do some cloning method. Let's do Gibson. Gibson assembly. Let's do Golden Gate. Golden Gate assembly. Assembly. Golden Gate cloning. Okay. What else do we got? Oh, let's do more molecular biology technique. Well, let's look at the skills. See, experience with image-based as well as sequence-based spatial transcriptomics technologies. I don't have that. That might be like the thing that they're looking for, is that. But all right, let's do nanopore. Let's do nanopore. Nanopore materials. Nanopore. Let's just put in nanopore. Let's put nanopore. What's the other one? Oh yeah, Illumina. Illumina. No, nothing for Illumina? Illumina sequencing. Alright. Save and continue. Let's apply for this one. Am I over the age of 18? Yes. Am I legally authorized to work? Yes. Select one. No, I do not need a sponsorship. No, I've never been a healthcare provider. Yes, I can do the job. What is my salary expectation? What is the salary here? 118 to 170? Let's do 118. Let's do 110. 20. Do 120. Save and continue. Veteran status. Gender. Hispanic or Latino. Race. And finally, am I disabled? Type in my name. Today's date. No, I do not have a disability. Review and submit. That's one. Oh, I have a comment on my YouTube. It says, I think you should lie to get past the AI screened application process. And when you eventually get in front of a human with actual knowledge of the job needs, you have the same conversation that you are having with us. The thing about that is I don't even know what to lie about. What do I even lie about? I don't even know what I should lie about. Like, what do I say in the lie? Like, am I just, oh yeah, I have every single skill, but then tell the truth? Because then they're going to wonder why I even was sent to the hiring committee. Like, what lies would I tell? What lies would I tell that the truth has not been able to get me? Oh well. I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea to necessarily lie, but whatever. Picking my ears live on stream. Tell my friends. Okay. Oh yeah, let's look for Neurocrine. Because I know people who work at Neurocrine. I had 3 connections that work at Neurocrine. Let's give that one another shot. It has been a while since I've applied to anything at Neurocrine. Scientist, analytical research. This sounds okay. All right, let's look at this. Responsible for assigned small molecule purification and analysis in support of discovery programs, but not limited to HPLC, FSC chromatography, method development. So this one is something that I could do. The problem is that all of my HPLC experience is not with small molecules. It's with proteins and peptides. It's not with small molecules. And I know that these things are a little different. So experience with analytical method development, and preparative chromatography for small molecule chiral and achiral pharmaceutical compounds. All right. Ability to work under various timelines while maintaining quality of work, sure. Working knowledge of FPLC and SFC chromatography, yeah. I do have that, but not for small molecules. Maybe. This one is a maybe, I think. What else do we have? Senior medical science liaison? No, I don't think that fits. Temp scientist. The temp, I might have a better chance of getting a job as a temp. Responsible for the purification and analysis of small molecules in support of discovery programs. Or, I don't know, would I have a better chance of getting the temp? Do they want someone who is, like, more directly trained if they're a temp? Because they're not going to want to spend all the time training someone. I mean, I'll apply. I'll think about it. But let me see if I can find one that's really, really well aligned to my skills. If not, then I will take these analytical ones and just send them off to my buddies. See what we can do. Temp laboratory research assistant. Okay. Yeah, job match is high. Employees through a preferred contingent supplier to support project on-site or off-site. This one, okay, this one is actually really high. 2 years of laboratory experience in molecular biology. DNA digest, ligation, gel electrophoresis, misspelled, but I know what they're trying to say. I also can't spell, so I'm not, like, judging them for not being able to spell. I also cannot spell. Knowledge of antibody assays such as ELISA is a plus. I do know ELISA. It's been a while since I've done an ELISA, but I know ELISA. Experience with standard laboratory instrumentation, PCR, centrifugation, DNA quantitation, gel documentation systems. I know gel. Well, the one that I know is literally called Gel Doc. Plate readers and washers. I don't think I've ever used a plate washer. I've used plate readers. 287. Is there a pay range? This is probably not going to be the best pay, because this is for someone right out of their bachelor's degree, and I have my PhD and postdoc work, but I will take it. The problem is that for a lot of these kinds of positions, I won't even be considered for it. I'll just be immediately rejected for being too senior. But that's on the list. All right, what else do we have for Neurocrine? Material handler too. Let's take a look. This one might be more like a high school diploma, associate's degree. 22 to 33. That's still not bad. At the high end. At that high end, that's not that bad. That's, you know, not that much less than what I get paid now. And if it gets me into industry, that might be useful. It would be less while still living in San Diego. And if I'm going to get paid less, I want to move. I am okay with getting paid less. I don't get paid that much. Last year, my net pay was $78,000 a year. That's with working 3 jobs. I worked at 1 full-time job and at various times 1 to 2 part-time jobs. And I made 78. Net. Gross? Gross. 78 gross. And so at the high end, if I'm making, 60 something, but I can't do it in San Diego. I can't afford it in San Diego. It'd have to be more. It'd have to be closer to 40. Closer to $40 an hour. Which again, I will take. Senior scientist, bioanalytical. Okay, maybe. This one is $108,000 a year to $157,000. That is really good. All right, what do we got? Yeah, there's a pharmacokinetics. No direct experience doing pharmacokinetics. I've done these assays, though. I've done immunoassays. So even though I've never done PK analysis, I have done the assays that people use to do PK analysis, just under different contexts. So I can spend something. I can spend something here because PhD and some industry experience may include postdoc experience. So there's that an industry postdoc? They want an industry postdoc? Hands-on experience with role-appropriate technologies and methodologies such as automation, radioisotope use. I do have isotope, not radioisotope use. I have isotope use in the context of NMR, which is different than radioisotope use. I do have experience with modeling and simulation software for proteins, not for PK analysis. I mean, I have done binding assays. I've used NMR to do binding assays. But I know this is a little different. So not quite. Temp, senior scientist, bioanalytical chemist. Is this also PK? Oh, this is a little different. Okay. This is a mass spec. This is someone who was doing mass spec. Okay, familiarity with high resolution. Q time of flight, yeah. Triple quad MS systems, yeah. Ability to interpret chromatographic and mass spectrometry data. Small molecule. Ugh, it's not small molecule, though. It's not small molecule. I'll apply. This one, I think, is the best one I've seen so far. Other than the PCR one. This one probably pays more. Because it is a senior scientist. This one probably pays more. But I've done protein LCMS. Plenty of protein LCMS. Not too much in terms of not too much in terms of small molecule. Well, never. I've never done small molecule MS. This one only needs a bachelor's degree, though. All right. This one is a save. This one is a save. That one's a save. What else we got? There's a lot. Neurocrine is a huge company. Senior scientific director. No. Definitely not senior director. PhD with 10 years of experience. No. Not even close. unqualified for that one. Specialist QA systems, director, new product commercialization. No, I am not director level. Absolutely not. Executive director, DMPK. No. No. Neurology account specialists. Look at this pay range, $44,000 a year to $174. Jeez. Why is it such a huge pay raise? Principal scientist, analytical development. No, I don't think that one has a high shot. Yeah, PhD in analytical chemistry and 7 years of experience. I don't have that much experience in analytical chemistry. They want small molecule. That's what they really seem to want. Small molecule stuff. How about senior scientist, product development, peptide formulations? What do we want? Okay. Understanding of compendial methods for sterile drug manufacturing. Sterility, I do know. I understand sterility. Endotoxin, subphysical particles, yeah. pH and osmolality. I do know osmolality. That's what they kind of teach in chemistry. That's what I teach in chemistry. Molality and osmolality. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the experience is going to work out. It's a PhD preferred. So I guess they want a principal scientist. But I don't think I have the research. I don't think I have the industry experience. 4 years of similar experience noted as above. Yeah. I mean, okay, let's look at this. Okay. Working knowledge of instrument testing, HPLC and secmols. I did that with proteins. HPLC and secmols. Particle size analysis with proteins. I did protein aggregation. Viscosity. Ooh, I came close. Right at the end of my PhD, I was going to do some rheosity measurements of some hydrogels to measure the viscosity. Never got a chance to do it though. DLS, a lot of DLS. No capillary isoelectric focusing. Subvisible particulate matter. No. Density and osmolality. I know what those things are. So I have some of these, like, skills. I do have some of them. Excellent project management skills. Yeah, sure. Excellent communication skills. Problem solving and analytical skills. If you have a PhD, you have those things for sure. Advanced knowledge and demonstrated ability of working with and recommending variety of laboratory equipment tools. Yeah, I've used many different kinds of laboratory equipment tools. Experience working at or with a CDMO. I don't have that. This one, whew. HPLC stability methods testing, reverse phase. I do have a lot of this skill. Circular dichroism. I've done so many CD experiments. Again, on proteins, but I've done so many. How different can it be? Okay, wait. Design formulation processes for parenteral delivery. Parenteral. Why can't I read? Why am I so illiterate? Why can't I read? Parenteral delivery of peptide / proteins. Proteins. Okay. I think this one is a good shot. I will send this one off to my friend. Like, hey, I have a few possible ones. So let's look up this one. Let's click apply. So LinkedIn says I have a job match low. Your profile's missing qualifications. Why? Why am I missing qualifications? If I have DLS... Let's see, what does it think? The qualifications that will likely be... Okay, see the broader picture. Excellent project management. Excellent computer... Yeah, I have all that. What else does it have? Okay, the things I don't know. Understanding of working with peptide and protein formulations. Yeah, I know how to work with proteins. Good understanding of drug development. I don't have a good understanding of drug development and commercialization. That's something I can learn, though. That's something I can absolutely learn. Technical writing, SOPs. Yeah, I've had to write my own protocols and stuff. I mean, alright. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Let's send this one off. Let's do this one. Bioanalytical chemist. Let's do these few. We got bioanalytical chemist. And senior scientist, product development, peptide formulations. Let's send off these two to my friend. Oh. I took a look at the website and I saw 3 positions that looked promising. 1, peptide formulation, bioanalytical, bioanalytical, and then the last one. Where did it go? It was the molecular biologist. Is that the laboratory research assistant? Yeah, it was. All right, let's do it. No, I don't want that link. I want a different link. I want the link from Neurocrine's actual website. Okay. Very familiar with My Workday. For some reason, I always want to call it My Workaday. Like it's Mario saying it. Alright, send. See if I can get a referral. I mean, that doesn't count as 3 jobs applied, but that will be a referral to one of those. That counts as something. Although I've had many referrals. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't seem to matter. Let's see if I can do a few more. Let's close this. Close this. Don't want these anymore. Let's go back to the mines. Let's go back to the mines. Senior scientist assay development from Roche. It's on site in Torrey Pines. I know where Torrey Pines is. PhD with 3 years of professional product experience after graduation. No. Don't have that. So they just want scientist. I can get a referral for this one though. Alright, let's take a look. I know someone who works here. I have a very good friend who works here. What are the skills? Competencies. Must have experience with statistical tools and DOE. I don't. I don't. Is that it? No, like, specific list of technologies that I have to use? Just DOE? DOE is design of experiments, and that is not something that I was taught. It's not something that I was trained on how to do. So you have DOE and then OFAT, one factor at a time. The vast majority of scientists are trained on OFAT, and a lot of industry positions right now want DOE, where instead of looking at one variable at a time, you test many variables, you change many variables, and then you use this kind of complicated set of statistical tools to see what effects matter. You use the math to determine what effects matter versus one factor at a time, where, you know, you just test one factor at a time, and if you see a change in your output, then you know that factor mattered. That's how you know. And they typically don't teach DOE in school. I mean, maybe that's different now. I guess I did get my PhD 4 years ago now. Graduated in 2021. Okay. Postdoctoral scholar. This is something that I might be able to do. It's another postdoc. Sometimes degree must be completed within the past 5 years or be... Oh. I mean, so mine's completed within the past 4 years. Bioanalytical scientist, mass spectrometry, omics. I've never done omics, but I've done this stuff here. Solid background and experience with LCMS. Yeah. And advanced bioanalytical tools, LCHRMS. No, I don't know that. Familiarity with immunoassays, peptide-based biomarker detection. No. Oh, no. Unqualified. Unqualified for this one. Pays good. I just have a little bit of mass spec. But I think they're looking for someone who's a little more specialized in mass spec. Research scientist, laboratory of Dr. Seekamp. What do we need? What we require. PhD in cell biology, molecular biology, biomedical engineering. Oh, I got molecular biology. Extensive hands-on experience with mammalian. Nope. No experience with mammalian cell cultures. How about this one? Senior scientist, immunology. Well, I'm not an immunologist. Don't know flow cytometry. No. Unqualified for that position. Innovation postdoc fellow, chemical biology, siRNA synthesis and delivery. Maybe. PhD in chemical biology, organic chemistry. Note that PhD students in the last year of their thesis are eligible to apply. Applicants are only eligible to apply up to 2 years from giving their PhD. No, I got my PhD 4 years ago. It's a decent job. $87,000 a year. God. They don't even want someone who's on their second postdoc. I already did my postdoc, and I couldn't do, which means I wouldn't be able to do something like this. Okay, Jacob's biologist. Oftentimes when it's just biologist, they mean like environmental biologist. They want someone who goes out, yeah, botanical sciences, not me. Field application scientist for Allegiant. Maybe. Provide field-based remote scientific engagement with customers in both pre- and post-sales. Okay. Bachelor's degree or master's or PhD preferred. Oh, PhD preferred. 4 years of relevant experience using flow cytometry now. Flow cytometry. They want me to sell flow cytometry stuff. What is this? Chemistry associate in biotechnic. This is going to be too junior. Bachelor's degree in chemistry, biological sciences. 0 to 2 years of work experience in in vitro diagnostics. Yeah, this is too junior. I will not be considered. Let's open it up. I mean, I'll apply. How many people have applied? 262. Yikes. I'll apply. Toxicology research fellow? $200,000 a year. Jesus. Toxicology. PhD in toxicology, pharmacology, or biochemistry. Yeah. PhD with 9 years of experience. Yeah, that's... Whew. Not me. Cheminformance scientist, Altos Labs. One connection who works here. That's nice. DMPK. PhD in chemistry, cheminformatics, or related discipline with 0 to 3 years post-PhD. Experience training and deploying ML models. So I do actually have experience training on ML models. Not on my own, though. I think that's what they want. I think this is more of a computer science role. So I don't think this one would be worth applying for. Research scientist, Austin, Texas. What is this one? What lab am I working at? PhD in material science? No, I don't have a PhD in material science. Making batteries? No. Research scientist lab manager, CRI, Dallas, Texas. PhD, 6 years of laboratory experience. Yeah. Experience with cloning, Western blotting, PCR. Yeah. Okay. 5 years research experience in the field of assignment with PhD, including 2 years at the level of senior research associate. Okay. This looks good. This looks okay. UT Southwestern. I'll apply to this. 39 people applied. What does it say the pay? Does it say the salary? Organization, full-time schedule, day job. It doesn't. It's probably not that great. But in Dallas, how bad can it be? Let's see if the actual website itself says. No. But I'll apply for this one. Absolutely. I accept. Doing PCRs? Oh, I have to make it a thing. Okay. Login. I have to make an account. Or sign in with, but there's nothing for me to sign in with. New user. Username. Register. Welcome, you are not signed in. Now I'm signed in. Okay, questionnaire. Are you at least 18 years of older? Yes. Are you subject to any? No. No non-competes. Do you currently work at Texas? No. Have you ever been offered employment at UT Southwestern? No. Have you ever been paid by UT Southwestern? No. No, I do not have any pending action or inquiry against my license. But I am legally allowed to work in the United States. Do you have any blood relatives that work? No. Do not have any blood relatives that work at the UT system. Were you referred? No, I was not referred. Will you need sponsorship? No. Save and continue. Import my data. Let's import my LinkedIn. Save and continue. LinkedIn authorization page. Not working. Come on. No? LinkedIn authorization page not working? Fine. Upload resume. What resume do I upload? Let's do the R&D resume. Because that one has all my skills on it. Let's do the R&D resume. Okay, it has my address. That is all correct. Do I have all the desired salary? What do I put? Now in Texas, you can get by. Let's put 80. 2, 3. Let's put 80,000 a year, because that is a good salary in Texas. I think 80,000 a year is a good one. It's not too high. It doesn't sound like I'm being very greedy. They might actually offer more, but beggars can't be choosers. All right. My work experience, we have lecturer, teach students in chemistry and biology lab courses, design projects, teach students. Let's add some skills. PCR, cloning, in metal complex synthesis. Complex synthesis. Titrations and other common and advanced molecular biology and chemistry techniques. Awesome. City, La Jolla. State, California. Education, PhD. Did I graduate? Yes. City, I got my PhD from Irvine. Level of education, bachelor's degree. Did I graduate? Yes. City, Irvine. I do not have any licenses. I do not have any licenses. Save and continue. The value does not match the pattern of 99999. Oh, the phone number? What a pattern. What a pattern. 9, it's area code, then slash, then phone number, dash. It's ... dash, ... What a pattern. Enter NA if not applicable. So I will enter NA. My favorite thing to enter. Save and continue. Must enter end date. End date of what? My job? Is it current? Current job. Save and continue. Must all place of residence. Region. California. Oh. Okay. Save and continue. Field number is mandatory. Where? Where? Number ID. Oh. NA. Save and continue. Oh, finally. Do I have a PhD? Yes. Do I have experience? They said nothing about mouse models. I don't have any experience working with mouse models. Oh, this is brutal. Do you have experience working with molecular biology techniques? Do you have a thorough understanding of basic biochemistry techniques? Yes. No experience working with mouse models. That's sad. All right, file attachments. You can attach whatever. Let's just have my resume. E-signatures. Put in my my name. Save and continue. And now finally all this. Why did it automatically put me to female? Military rank. Not applicable because I am not in the military. Have I ever served? This is different. I have to answer way more questions about being in the military. No, I am not in the military. Okay, now the disabled waiver. Not the waiver. The am I disabled form. Today's date. No, I do not have a disability. Submit. Okay, thank you for submitting. Oh. See if I can do 2 more. And then I gotta go home. 2 more and then I gotta head out. Chemistry associate from Biotechnic. Where was this? San Marcos? Where's San Marcos? San Marcos is Bay Area? Where's San Marcos? Where is San Marcos? San Marcos in the North San Diego. Okay. I'll be able to commute. What was it, 30 days ago? No one's been able to take this one? What was this one again? 0 to 2 years of work and a bachelor's degree? I don't know if that one's worth my time to apply for. Like, just the odds of me getting it. And the pay is so low, considering where it is. Let's see. Perform steps as required in the documentation, such as centrifugation, diafiltration, in-process filtration, and column separation. I know how to do all those things. Aseptic procedures, such as aliquoting, filtration, and microbial plating. I know how to do those. Measure accurately quantities of material volumetrically and gravimetrically. I teach this in lab. I actually teach volumetric and gravimetric analysis in my classes. This is what I teach. I'll apply. They want someone who can do gravimetric analysis? I teach gravimetric analysis. I'll apply. God. Autofill with resume. Continue. How did you hear about us? Let's go for a fun one. Not employee referral. Job fair? Oh, it just a job fair? Talent agency? Oh, okay. They don't have any fun options here. Let's go with biospace. Have you previously worked at Biotechnic? No. My name, my address, my phone number, save and continue. My experiences. Yeah, that looks good. PhD researcher. That looks good. Lecturer. Okay. There's my PhD. My bachelor's degree. Davis. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It automatically filled in UC Davis? No. Irvine. Okay. The other mid-tier UC. Not Davis. Insulting. Degree, bachelor's. Not BA. BS. Field of study molecular biology. Yep. Certifications, languages. Yeah, let's do English. I'm fluent in English. And for funsies, overall fluent, reading fluent, speaking fluent, writing fluent. Let's put Japanese. I've been learning Japanese a little bit. Comprehension, beginner. Overall, beginner. Reading, beginner. Speaking, beginner. Writing, beginner. Okay, skills. Gravimetric analysis. Gravimetric analysis. Volumetric analysis. Volumetric analysis. What were the other skills? Where did this job go? Whatever. Microbial plating. Plating bacteria. Microbacterial cultures. Microbial cells cultures. Okay. Let's do molecular biology. And this might matter. Let's do video games. Video games. Playing video games. Let's put, I don't know. What else? What other skills should I put? Let's see if I can find this job posting again. I'm gonna need to actually read the posting. It's chemist at, what was the company? What was even the name of the company? Biotechnic. Biotechnic. It's not appearing in the search? Okay, let's go see if it look at my job history for it. My jobs. Applied. It doesn't show? I clicked it, but I guess it didn't click apply. Ah, this is the worst. So now let's go to Biotechnic Home. Let's copy and paste this because I don't want to leave that tab. Copy and paste. Biotechnic Home. Search keywords. No, I didn't want to go to Biotechno. I wanted to go to search for jobs. And the name of this is what? Chemistry Associate. Ooh, there's a bunch of positions for Chemistry Associate. Whoa, Austin, Texas! Senior Research Associate, Austin, Texas! I will go, I will go! I will do it! Master's degree. In 2 years. PCR-based workflows. Ooh! 2 years of laboratory experience. Multiplex PCR methods. That's me! That's me. Experience with qPCR. Next generation sequencing. Nanopore sequencing. I can do this. Texas. I will move to Austin. 62,000 to 100 and... Even if they give me in the middle, I'll be able to afford an apartment. Even if they get me in the middle, I'll be able to afford an apartment. Okay, I'll apply for this one, and then I'll add PCR. I'll add PCR presentations. Okay. All right, let's look at the chemistry associate one again. So I'll add a few skills to this application and then use the same application, and that'll be my 2, and then I'm done for the day. I'm done for the day. Okay. Where were the other skills I wanted to add? What were the other skills? Let's do filtration, centrifugation, column separation. Filtration. Filtration. Centrifugation. Centrifugation. No? Okay, centrifugation. Did I misspell it? Centrifugation. Centrifugate. What did I say? Centrifugation. Centrifugation. There it is. Okay. And the other one, column separation. Column separation. Column writing. Chromatographic separation. That's probably the closest. Chromatographic separations. And then PCR. PCR. Polymerase. Chain reaction. Let's also do colony PCR, PCR analysis, PCR primer design. PCR methods, PCR purification, PCR amplification. Unfortunately, I don't have multiplex PCR. Unfortunately, I don't have experience with that. Okay, I think that's good. I have my resume. I have my LinkedIn. No, my LinkedIn is wrong. Let me add the correct link. So they can watch my various crash outs. And maybe they'll hire me. Maybe they'll understand my plight. Boom. Continue. Save and continue. What are my preferred pronouns? He, him. What is my desired start date? Yes, for this, sometime next month. Are you legally allowed to work? Yes. What is my desired salary? For this, let's go 70 a year. 70. All right, now for my race stuff. Not for my race stuff. Save and continue. Name, Mark Sprague-Piercy. Date. I do not have a disability. Submit. Thank you for applying. Now let's find that one in Austin. Let's find it. Where did it go? Where did it go? Senior Research Associate. That's what I want to find. Senior Research Associate. This is one of the jobs that I'm like, I'm very likely to get bounced from because they are looking for someone with a PhD. They're looking for someone with a master's degree, and if they don't specifically call out PhD, then they don't want someone with a PhD. They're just like, actually, we do not want someone with a PhD at all, which sucks. Sucks. But that's life. Every website is so slow. What is my desired start date? Preferred programs. Pronouns. Desired start date. If I want to move, let's do August 1st. Am I? Yes. So what was the range for this one? The range was fairly big, I feel like. The pay range for this one is 62 to 102. Let's go in the middle. Let's go high middle. Let's go 80 on this one, especially for Austin. 80 is good. For Austin, 80 is a good pay. That is a good salary. Very good. I will actually take that. Absolutely, 80. You know what? Austin's just sick, too. Austin's sick. I was looking at the map of Austin. There's this spot. What's it called? It's like called Pinball Planet or something. But there's like this pinball place right next to an arcade. And there's all these apartment buildings right next to it. So you could be like walking distance from the arcade / pinball place. And that would be heaven for me. That would be awesome. Just like right next to the pinball arcade place. I could be walking distance. Just walk on down, play some pinball. They have Elvira Scared Stiff. That'd be great. Elvira Scared Stiff is the best pinball game ever made. Some people might tell you that it's Addams Family, or what is the other one? Black Knight, or Medieval Madness, but they're wrong. It's Elvira. I also just love Elvira. Submit. All right, that's 2 more. 870. $870. Sick. All right, well, that's all I got in me for today. I might be back tomorrow. I actually have to go to the dentist, so I don't know when my mouth will stop being numb, but see you next time. Bye.